Voices. I wanted to come in here and I wanted to read a quote for you guys. Sweat was my great grandmother's name, and suffering was my grandmother's name. Suffice was my mother's name. Self sufficient is my name. Listen, that's today's word of the day. I wanted to come in and do a few lives just to see what you guys think about that. Sweat was my great grandmother's name. As you guys know, we just got out of Juneteenth, and you understand that there were many people that had to physically sweat, working, doing work that, whether they were good at it or not, that is what was assigned to them. And they did that work in order for us to have options and choices out here. And so this word sweat, man, if you out there working out, you sweating, it is for a goal, and that is part of personal development. So I really wanted to come in and I wanted to really have us reconsider how personal development connects to this word sweat. You got to work hard. Now, no one's saying that at some point you don't come from working hard to working smart. We're saying that you need both of them working together in order to be a success, and especially a great success where you are a leader in your community. The other thing here, suffering was my grandmother's name. Oh my goodness. Yes, the people that came before you, even though great grandmother, she sweated physically, emotionally, and psychologically. Even when she had her children, they still had to go through suffering before liberation, before freedom, before redemption, before becoming owners themselves of properties or things. So suffering is that other step there. So when you understand that life has a level of suffering that comes to you, I want you to not give up hope. You heard me. Don't give up hope. Because even though you are suffering, there is still rays of hope and sunshine that you can participate in. So I just wanted to bring some positivity to you, just that you understand suffering was, as this author says, was my grandmother's name. Oh my goodness. It means that it was part of their identity that they felt this way. There is still hope in suffering. I'm not going to say all suffering or every moment of suffering, but I'm going to say some moments of suffering. There's absolutely hope. And I want you to find that hope. I want you to search for it. And I want you to find that hope. You got to do it. I need you to do it because I need you to be in this world. And I need you to do good things. And I need you to be the hope for someone else. So find it. Suffice was my mother's name. Suffice is just enough. Just enough. So it comes from great grandmother. She sweated physically in every aspect. She sweated. Then my mother still had to go through suffering, right? So great grandmama, child, still had to go through suffering. And then before it hits me, my mother, the person before me that carried the torch, that person that comes before me had just enough to make it. Had just enough to make it. So don't think that those who have come just before you showed up, even if they have little, their little is a lot. Yes, it is. Why? They have options now. Why? They have choices now. Why? They have opportunities now. And so sometimes just enough or enough is just as important. Before you reach to whatever the top of your game is, the top of your life, your best self, your best life, sometimes enough is what you need. So I don't want you to forget to celebrate enough. Sometimes that's all you have and that's where you're at. So enough, suffice with my mother's name. So do not think that enough is not worth celebrating. It absolutely is. And then it finally gets to you. Self-sufficient is my name. So now you come from enough and you get to a point where you can build a little bit more. Absolutely. You can build a little bit more. So I'm still surviving because I don't have everything I need. I am still surviving. But in my survival, what ends up happening is that I see the vision and the opportunity to build a little bit more above survival, just enough that my hopes and my dreams can still show up and serve me well. So now we get to you. So we started with the sweat of great grandmother. Oh my goodness. Celebrate her, whether you knew her or not. If you know her story, celebrate her. And then the suffering of my grandmother, right? So my mother's mother went through suffering. She still had to sweat, and she had to pay for everything she was trying to gather, everything she was trying to get. She had to pay for that. So she's still sweating, and now she's suffering because she has some dreams. She sees some differences that she'd like to happen, but still they are way far off. And then my mother, suffice, just enough, barely enough, enough is all she had, where now we have something to survive, but we don't have enough to grow, to change, to personally develop, to heal. And then it gets to me. And when it gets down to me, I have to identify in my personal development that self-sufficient, that is where I still have to sweat for the thing. I still have suffering I'm dealing with. I still have just enough. But then sometimes I have a little bit more than that just enough. And when I get that little bit more, what ends up happening is that my dreams start to serve me. My hope starts to come. And now I believe in myself as a dreamer. And I know what I can do. I just have to figure out how to do it. So I just wanted to bring that to you guys today, the word of the day. And the rise and fall of this word of the day is this. Even when you are a dreamer, have a plan so that you know one step to the next, to the next, to the next. You are needed in this world. You can do good things, and you have a purpose to fulfill. And so don't stop dreaming. Don't stop believing. Don't stop thriving, which means start with just enough. Keep building, keep dreaming, keep planning. You got this thing. And I'm going to believe it for you until you believe it yourself, because we need you in the world. So as you guys know, we believe here on Raise Voices that you are to live simplistically. So simple living equals intentional productivity. So you don't have to have everything in the world at your disposal. But make sure you have your dreams still. No matter what you lose, have your dreams. Don't let them go. Keep dreaming. Keep rising. I don't care how small that step is. You know how we celebrate when babies take their first step? Oh my goodness. It's like the best soccer game in the world. We cheer that baby on for taking that step. So what about you? Take the step. Small step. I don't care if you can run, but I care if you can walk. So I just wanted to come and I just wanted to just bring some positive energy to you guys on Raise Voices. We love you all. We've got a lot of people internationally that has been showing love and showing up. We want you just to keep tuning in, but we want you to stay empowered, inspired, because no one can do what you can do. And we need you and we believe in you. So we hope that you don't get so tired that you stop dreaming. So I just wanted to jump on a live real quick. I hope you guys continue to join the larger conversation on our YouTube channel. Listen in. We're going to try to do a little bit more lives to get interactive. We've already started a little community also on YouTube. So just go in there and we just have little things just to engage with you guys. And shortly we'll be having a website to give resources, especially for people looking for work from home jobs and things of that nature. I just want y'all just to be good. You understand there's a lot of darkness and craziness in the world, no matter where you are. I know you can do it. I just believe in believing for someone until they're able to definitely rise up for themselves. And that's why we call you guys future risers. Because even if you feel like right now, I don't have much to give, much to say, or much to do, the future is still yours if you keep dreaming. And so I just wanted you guys to feel good today, wherever in the world you are. I wanted you to feel good today. So I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys briefly. Heartfelt thank you for being a part of us and just making sure that you continue to stay connected to us as we want to stay connected to you. We only want positivity on this channel. We're not here for any negativity. And we just pray that people will respect that And we pray that people will continue to just rise up because we need you to be here. Listen, have a fabulous day, evening, night, afternoon, morning, wherever you are checking in. Keep connecting, keep rising because you could do it. Have an awesome rest of your day. Lady Lee signing.